however he got it, he used it and made millions off of it that helped him be a billionaire. And then he gonna give them back with nothing in the tank.
My life is sometimes you have to really go with that decision in your gut.
Imagine the music mogul behind Bad Boy Records, seen Puffy Combs. The world knows him better as Diddy, dropping a bombshell announcement that has left jaws on the floor. That's right, in a move that's both unexpected and dramatic, Diddy has relinquished all publishing rights to his former signees. Now, this wouldn't be your typical Hollywood news if it weren't dripping with background drama, would it? In this story, it's dripping.
And that was it. Be honest with it. And he can't be honest with it.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live Channel. Cast your mind back, if you will, to the heydays of Bad Boy Records. We're talking the 1990s, when artists like Notorious Big dominated the airwaves. Now, what's particularly eye-catching about this decision is the name that stands tall in the spotlight, Biggie. If industry whispers are anything to go by, this might be Diddy's attempt to patch up past tensions with Biggie's mother, Voletta Wallace. She's been critical, and rightly so, about Diddy's grip on the rights that many believe weren't his to keep.
I don't know the Notorious B.I.G. I know Christopher. I really know Christopher.
And speaking of timing, can we talk about how this move by Diddy conveniently falls just before the 30th anniversary of Bad Boy Records? Is this a masterstroke of pure, genuine remorse? We'll let you decide.
You don't think it's genuine. You think Puffy is just doing it for his image.
Now, publishing rights aren't just about paper and ink. It's the golden goose of the music industry. Those rights determine who gets the sweet, sweet royalties from the hits we all love. By holding on to them, Diddy has been at the receiving end of some pretty harsh criticism. Remember when Mace, one of Bad Boy's own, took a jab at Diddy for capitalizing on Biggie's tragedy? Ouch. Then there's Mark Curry, another former Bad Boy artist who hinted that these returned rights might be, well, worthless. Controversy. It seems Diddy's middle name might as well be just that.
It wasn't big because he didn't get a chance to spend none of his money. Craig Mack got thrown out the label. Who is we? Black Rob didn't get a chance to spend none of his money.
Let's pivot for a moment to a more somber note. The tragic demise of Biggie. To this day, it remains shrouded in mystery, whispers, and countless conspiracy theories. Some of them even hint at Diddy's involvement. It's the kind of stuff that Hollywood movies are made of. However, throughout all this noise, one voice continues its quest for justice, Voletta Wallace. Promoting her Netflix documentary about her son, she reminds the world of Biggie's unparalleled talent and intelligence, challenging anyone who dare portray him otherwise. But to truly grasp the essence of this ongoing melodrama, we have to turn back the pages of time to 1993. It was then that a young scene Combs founded Bad Boy Records. The world was yet to see the juggernaut it would become, and at its helm, alongside Diddy, stood a towering figure, the Notorious Big. It's undeniable that Biggie's meteoric rise played a pivotal role in cementing the label's status in music history. Enter Voletta Wallace, Biggie's tenacious mother. She has been nothing short of a lioness when it comes to defending her son's legacy. In the past, she's locked horns with Diddy, cautioning him about holding on to rights she believed were not rightfully his. And now, as Diddy makes this dramatic gesture, she wears a look of skepticism. An insider close to the Wallace family mentioned Voletta has always been vocal about Diddy's intentions. She's seen too much, and promises don't impress her anymore. As we delve deeper, the murky waters of the music industry reveal a trail of disgruntled artists. Names like Mace, The Lox, and Mark Curry stand out, echoing similar sentiments of feeling shortchanged under Diddy's leadership. Mace's public confrontations are well documented. He once boldly exclaimed, "How can one man take so much and leave the rest of us with so little?" But perhaps the most controversial of them all is the shadow of accusations that Diddy capitalized on Biggie's tragedy. The music industry is no stranger to profiteering from tragedy, and Diddy has not escaped these allegations. Remember when 50 Cent took a scathing shot at him? Diddy wouldn't have been Diddy without Biggie. He's been milking that cow for years. That's right, 50 didn't mince words. Now, let's bring in a little birdie, an insider from the early days of Bad Boy Records, who whispered in our ears that this pattern of Diddy claiming more than his fair share wasn't a one-off. Cian always had an eye for the bigger slice of the pie. It wasn't just about business, it was about dominance. The source revealed, now, amidst all this commotion, Gene Deal threw in a curveball suggesting the rights Diddy's returning might just be worthless now. An audacious claim, but coming from someone with a deep understanding of the industry dynamics, it's a statement that's ignited a plethora of debates.
I know that's completely not true. Biggie and have no money conflict theory. It would be inadequate for me to speculate. I would just be like everybody else.
One might wonder, with all the opulence and glitz, why are publishing rights such a fierce battleground in the music industry? Simply put, these rights translate to who gets paid when a song is played. From a tune humming in a quaint cafe to a blockbuster movie soundtrack, every play equates to pennies and dollars rolling in. So when Diddy relinquishes these rights, we're potentially talking about millions, if not more, over time.
scariest situation of my life because of the level of power that we had.
It could have gone really bad.
So, what does this mean for the music landscape? Well, a wealth of past hits from Bad Boy Records might see a shift in the flow of royalties, impacting the financial sheets of many. If the rights are indeed as worthless as Gene Deal suggests, the question arises, is Diddy offloading a sinking ship or making a genuine sacrifice?
So he got to look good going into it, because right now, in the public's eye, he don't look that good, bro.
And speaking of gestures, let's touch upon Diddy's recent charity spree. His donations to Black initiatives have been making headlines. But here's the tea. While many applaud his philanthropy, skeptics wonder if this is just a deft move to repair a tarnished image. As Rihanna pointed out in a recent interview, donations are good, but motivations matter. Hope it's coming from the right place. Now, when it comes to reactions, the celeb world is nothing short of a divided house. While some, like John Legend, have hailed Diddy's move as revolutionary, others, like 50 Cent, continue their barrage of criticism, pointing out the alleged hypocrisy. He quipped, "So now he's the hero, after years of what? Come on!" Amidst these polarizing views, there's another factor that might suffer, the legacy of Bad Boy Records. Once a titan in the industry, these controversies might just overshadow its storied past. A source, once a part of the label's inner circle, whispered, "There's a lot of love for the music, but wounds run deep. Some artists have felt chained for years." On the business end, Diddy's choice might ripple further than just the music world. Brands and collaborators could potentially reevaluate their association with him. An industry insider hinted there's buzz in boardrooms. Some sponsors are jittery about whether this move spells unpredictability for Diddy. In this grand theater of fame, fortune, and fallouts, Diddy's recent move is but another act. As we peel back the layers, we see a web of money, power, and legacy at play. And as always, the truth probably lies somewhere in between the lines of the press releases and the hush-hush whispers of the grapevine.
I've seen the media portray me like I'm a gangster, which is just not the case.
Amidst the city lights and the ever-changing backdrop of the music industry, the Netflix documentary emerges as a beacon of hope. Voletta Wallace, in her persistent pursuit to honor her son's memory, actively promotes this film. It paints Biggie in a light we've seldom seen, not just a rapper or a symbol of the East Coast-West Coast rivalry, but as a genius, a son, and an individual whose impact resonated well beyond his short-lived life. This documentary, if anything, offers viewers a chance to see Biggie as his mother saw him, and perhaps even rewrite public perception. Yet, the shadows of the past are never too far behind. Biggie's untimely demise has been the stuff of legends, with various conspiracy theories painting a complicated and often accusatory picture. The murky waters surrounding his demise still ripple with doubts. As one insider told us, the fact that no one has been held accountable adds to the mystery and the pain. Does Diddy's recent decision to relinquish publishing rights hint at a latent guilt, or is it a calculated PR movie preceding his album release? The waters remain muddy. Some critics argue that Diddy's recent philanthropic endeavors, particularly toward Black initiatives, are his way of ameliorating past mistakes. Others believe it's a deliberate attempt to control the narrative. As Mace famously said, there's always two sides to a story, and then there's the truth. Reconciliation, though a lofty goal, isn't off the table. Diddy's gesture, however controversial or debated, might just be the olive branch needed to mend fences with Voletta Wallace. A source close to Diddy mentioned he genuinely wants to right past wrongs. This isn't just for the cameras. Could this newfound harmony birth collaborations celebrating Biggie's life and legacy, posthumous tracks, maybe even an album backed by both Diddy and Wallace? Could be the bomb-healing years of festering wounds. Yet, it's crucial to remember that for every critique, there's a counter-narrative. Under Diddy's guidance, Bad Boy Records not only produced chart-topping hits, but nurtured a distinctive sound that many argue shaped 90s hip-hop. The luxurious beats, catchy hooks, and compelling narratives are seen by many as the hallmark of the Bad Boy era. For a lot of artists, the label was their gateway to stardom, fame, and cultural relevance.
And I say he's delusional. He said that Bad Boy would be remembered like on the level of Motown.
But what truly magnifies the conflict are the whispers surrounding Biggie's relationship with Diddy and the label. Rumors of financial disputes and alleged mistreatment persist, often overshadowing the musical genius the duo collectively brought to the world. An industry insider, on conditions of anonymity, once revealed the tensions were real. But so was the brotherhood. It's a paradox that perhaps only they fully understood. In assessing the trajectory of Bad Boy Records, we're not just recounting the history of a music label. We're navigating the intricate maze of ambition, power, artistry, and controversies. As we teeter on the cusp of Bad Boy's 30th anniversary, Diddy's recent actions offer a glimmer of self-reflection and, possibly, redemption. But as with all tales of epic proportions, only time will truly unveil the final chapters in the saga of Bad Boy Records. While Diddy's move opens up potential avenues of peace, the narrative remains ever evolving. Only time will reveal if this is the final act in a decades-long saga or just a precursor to more revelations and drama. After all, in the world of celebrity and legacy, the final curtain call is seldom the end of the story. As we close the curtain on this deep dive into the enigmatic world of Bad Boy Records, we're left with more questions than answers. Was Diddy's recent gesture genuine or another carefully orchestrated peer move? Can a legacy built on controversy truly find redemption? And most importantly, will the echoes of Biggie's unmatched talent forever be intertwined with tales of industry fallouts? We'd love to know your thoughts. Drop your opinions and theories in the comments below. Until next time, keep those ears to the ground and stay curious.